Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Sunday. It's November 24th. So we're getting real close to painting this car over here. Let me show you what we've been doing here this morning. We've been kind of busting it. So, get the chair out of the way. Still got to run around, do some body work. It's not a lot, but there's some things we still got to tweak, which we're going to do today. Still fighting the, that's our heater, still fighting the temperature. We have gotten it up to 68 in here, so that's good. I think it's like 62 or something outside. But we've been focusing on this trunk area. Trunk's fitting good. We've been going ahead and where we made those stress relief cuts, going ahead and getting those welded up and finish welding up the actual latch itself. The bracket for it, and just generally trying to get this to where we can grind it down and do body work on it here in the next couple hours. This was without a doubt on this entire car, this is saying a lot, this was the scariest area of the car. It was how to make this fit, right? Because what happened is the guys that welded on the quarters and this series of panels, there's like 3 or 4 panels here, okay, and then underneath there's panels, all right, and they all are welded together and they're welded into the factory floor in the trunk. Now when they did this, they did not have the trunk springs and it did not have a Dutchman panel in it, okay, so everything was off, which is why we had to make these stress relief cuts. We had to get that latch plate, that way we could at least shut the trunk and get everything, because once you put that latch plate in, it kind of bows this out a little bit, which is what it's supposed to do, but without that plate, it kind of goes in, right? So getting all the pieces was critical, but now it's just about making it pretty, and we're really good at that. So this is going to be happening here very shortly. And then just going around this and body work, and then hopefully maybe if we get lucky we can get this primed tonight, not the whole car, just spotted in, so that tomorrow, which would be Monday, we will be looking at very light sanding and possibly thinking about painting. If nothing else, you know, even if the car, we still got something to do here, we could start painting parts if we really wanted to. They're ready. So that's where we're at the moment. We're actually getting ready to take a field trip to Harbor Freight. We've got an issue. And the issue is our air compressor. We got an old air compressor. We got a worn out water separator attached to it. And Don picked up this guy, this little guy. And you know, it's trying like it's best here. But the problem we've got is, like yesterday, I had the air hose in the air chuck here, like you see right here, and I'm in there blowing down the paint booth, and I've got water running down my arm. It's dripping down my arm. So we're getting a lot of moisture and a lot of water, which is what air compressors do. They compress air and it creates moisture and so on and so forth. But we got to fix that, because we can't be spraying, mixing water with whatever we're painting with the paint, and the other piece of it, we can't have water dripping onto the new paint jobs. And we're going to be doing a lot of paint jobs here in the next couple months, starting with this one, then the Thing doors, and then Ron's 40 Ford. And these are all projects that need to turn out as right as humanly possible. So we're going to go to Harbor Freight and buy a new water separator. And yeah, so that should help us dramatically. We'll get it mounted up. We're going to mount it on the wall over here. Kind of the idea there You see what Ron's done, he's ran an orange hose here. Up, across, it's going up over, and over to the water separator over there, right? And the purpose behind that was to try to get a place where we could hook up another hose over on this side, for one, but two, that's farther that water would have to travel, right? So really the point was to do that. So we'll get that water separator mounted up over here when we get it here in a minute, and start body working, start grinding and body working. I think we've got a little bit of welding left to do in the trunk area, and then I think we're pretty close, boys. So stay tuned. We're gonna get going here and get this show on the road so we can get back and fast as we can. But we're rolling over here, guys. Talk at you soon. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, we just got back from Harbor Freight, picked up some goodies. This is the solution, we believe, or we're hoping, for our water issue with our air compressor. So we picked up a Merlin industrial air filter regulator. It's got a max airflow of 120 CFM at 160 PSI, 5 micron filtration. It's a Haas, it's pretty big actually. So we got that. We got some other random little things, some gloves. Getting ready for painting. Picked up another kit with the disposable cups and liners and lids and all that, so we have that. And just making sure that when it comes time to paint, which might actually be tomorrow, and not this, but we might start messing with parts tomorrow. Actually, let me show you this out here. So my job today is to get all of these parts wiped down both sides, ready for paint. Same with the splash pan over here. This one here. That's that front splash pan, goes on the bottom in the front. And then the inner fenders over here. I need to get these ready for paint, taped off, and all the things wiped down and blah blah blah. And really just get ready. I think tomorrow morning we'll jump up early and set the paint booth up. We're supposed to have warmer weather, and I think we'll just go ahead and set up, and hopefully by 11, 12 o'clock, somewhere in there, we're painting parts. And if nothing else, it'll give us a good feel for the booth with the gun, how this paint's gonna spray. You know, rather figure it out on these parts than if there's anything weird, then figure it out on the body and the hood and fenders. So that's the plan. Tomorrow we're gonna try to get all these parts painted, and then you know, just keep moving forward. I think Tuesday is probably gonna be the car, and Wednesday might be the hood, fenders, doors, trunk, all of that. So probably gonna be 3 days of painting starting tomorrow. And then we roll into Thanksgiving, and then turkey run, and then we're back, and then it'll be assembly. Start putting all this stuff together. You've been watching us build gauge cluster, steering column, radiator back in it, get it to where it starts back up, get the shifter working, all those things. So lots gonna happen very quickly, guys. So stay tuned. We're back at it. Here's your daily thing content. She's running great. No issues really with it, other than the door's the wrong color. And I'm almost positive I have a vacuum leak on my intake manifold boots. But I got some starting fluid. I'm going to figure that out. Once I get Don's car done, Ron's going to sand down the doors and get them ready for paint, and I'm going to jump on the motor. I've got the new orange boots and the factory style clamps. I picked them up at Bug Jam for the intake manifold. So I also have a new carburetor gasket where it mounts onto the on the bottom there, where it mounts onto the intake. I got a new one of those, and I also got I think I'm going to try. Everybody there told me that I'm running too rich and I need to put my stock jet back in the carburetor. So I'm going to put the stock jet back in and fix all these other issues. They believe that I have vacuum leaks, and that's what's causing it to run erratic and have flat spots and do weird shit. So I'm going to try it their way and see what happens. See where it goes. I mean, what the hell, why not, right? What we got to lose? So we'll try all that stuff, and I'll probably spend a good day on the engine, just dialing things in, and go around it with some starting fluid and see where my vacuum leaks are. That starting fluid, apparently, once you hit it, if you hit a vacuum leak, it'll suck it in, and the engine will rev up, and you'll know you have a leak there. Is kind of the idea, from what I understand. So that's what we're going to be doing here soon, and then we'll also put the paint booth up to paint the doors, and then we're going to jump on this guy and tear it apart, get it blocked out and painted. It's real close, and get that done. And then actually we have something we're in the works that even Ron doesn't know about, but I'll bring it up to you. One of my wife's co-workers, young kid, it's like 20 something years old. He's got a Mazda Miata, 91 Miata. It's a green convertible, green with a tan top. I'm guessing tan interior. I've only seen pictures of the car. He has purchased a bunch of parts for it that I think I'm going to help him put on, and I'm going to film it, and we're going to do a whole episode or two on the Miata. And what we're looking at doing is basically front struts, strut tower hats, rear struts or rear shocks. He's got all new tie rods and ball joints and all that for it, and he bought the polyurethane bushing kit for the front, and so we'll probably do that. Sway bar bushings, pretty much rebuild the front suspension is basically what we're doing. He also bought new headlight assemblies. I guess those are messed up, and then he got door seals. Shouldn't be that big a deal. And then he bought coil packs, spark plugs, and plug wires, I guess. He bought that kit. He bought an air filter, an alternator. I know this sounds like a lot, but most of it it's going to just go on real fast. Most of this basic stuff. So nothing too high performance or anything, but I think he bought the parts from the Flying Miata store. And anyway, we're looking at, first of the year kind of thing after Christmas. Once this is done and that's done and Don's is gone and all the things, I might take a couple days and get it up here and help him out for a minute, and we'll film that. I know Miatas are pretty popular. A lot of people love Miatas, and I get it. The only problem is I don't fit in a Miata. I'm basically 6'2". I don't fit. Back in the day, I was a lot tech at a Chrysler dealership, and there was a salesman that had a red Miata, probably similar year. This convertible. The only way that I could get in that car was to put the convertible top down, and that was the only way I could drive it back to the wash bay, and it was super freaking tight, even with that, even with the top down. So, but I'm basically an ogre, so I'm like 250 pounds. Back then I was probably 280, 6'2", but yeah, so it'll be here at some point, and it looks like anyway. And we'll work on the car and film it and bring you guys that too. So just something to keep in the back of your mind, something else that might be happening here sooner than later. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be back. welcome back. Just wanted to give you a little quick update. Big Ron's working on the spots here, getting that kind of dialed in. He's also working on the door jamb here, getting that dialed in. I've been out here, well, I'll show you this too. This is our new water separator, the Merlin water separator we bought. It works really good so far, so really happy with that. I've been out here taping and papering and plasticking, well, this fender for starters. I've already wiped it down, top side, bottom side. This one I've scuffed up again with Scotch-Brite. I've got to wipe it down still and then tape it all off. That's next. And then all of these parts are ready to paint. They're actually going to stay on this rack. I might put them in a different order, but they're going to stay on this rack. And they're ready for tomorrow. And then the splash pan is ready. I have to wipe this off. I touched it with my greasy fried chicken fingers like a monkey. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm not feeling 100%, but we're powering through. I think tomorrow the plan is to paint some parts. So all the parts you just saw, the back side of the fenders will get painted tomorrow probably, unless something weird happens. Ron's hoping to do some priming tonight maybe, see where that gets. And hoping to have this body pretty much dialed in tonight, early tomorrow, and be rolling here. So that's where we're at, guys. Stay tuned. We're right in the thick of it. It's about, I have no idea what time it is. I think it's like 3 or 4. 3:30, 3:26. So still got a few more hours and of daylight at least. So we're gonna keep working. Hey everybody, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. We got a lot done today. I wanted to just give you a quick outro that you guys kind of knew where we were at and what's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to be an exciting day. We're going to start painting. Let me show you what we got here. So, tomorrow, the back side, the underside of the two front fenders, the splash pan, underside, all these parts hang in here. All these brackets, all of this is getting painted tomorrow, and probably the inner fenders up here, the bottom side of them. So tomorrow, oh, and the core support bars, and the core support, which I got to find. But a lot of parts are going to get painted tomorrow. We're going to kind of feel out this paint, see how it sprays. And we're going to put the paint booth up in the morning, and hopefully by 11 or 12 we're spraying. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow, quite a bit warmer. We're supposed to be getting high 70s, almost 80 degrees, so that'll be huge. So we're going to spray. Now, bodywork's happening here, all over this car. This should be, the plan is get the paint booth up, get these parts in, get them sprayed, okay? And then jump, while that's drying in the paint booth, shut the door so we don't get any dust in there, and come in here and finish the body. That's the idea. And get this primed tomorrow night as well in here, while everything is drying in the paint booth. So anyway, guys, that's what I got for you. Stay tuned, and we'll see you tomorrow, bright and early, for painting. Thanks for watching.